Yeah, so I don't think he's active on the ladder, but well, the reason that we do this replay cast, that even if you're not like active on the 1v1 ladder, there is an opportunity to get your time in the sun, so to speak.
Alright. So spawning in the bottom left of heavy artillery is the left team, comprising of the Protoss player Angst and the Terran player Lcyx.
The blue team. Is it blue on your overlay?
My overlay isn't like that, so.
Oh right. Yeah, so they're the blue team. So spawning at the top, it is the red team. The red Terran Kelevan and the red Zerg Kinayo, who are from the same clan, yes.
Yes.
So we do these viewer submitted replays every Tuesday live on stream. And if you're watching on YouTube, the information for that will be down below. What else do I have to intro? Yeah, my co-caster Creston's YouTube content will also be down in the links below. Oh yes, if you want to submit your replays, do just do reach out to me on Twitter.
Alright,
Okay.
so they started off by so I'll start off by talking about this map's unique characteristics. So for one, there is a pocket base at the back of the two players' main bases, but only one player can actually take this base. So it should be the player that is that needs the economy more and needs it to be less exposed. Oh, but our Protoss player is kind of rushing. Wonderful.
And it's gonna fail.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. No, it is.
It's gonna fail. The probe's gonna die.
Yeah, the probe's dead for sure.
It's screwed.
Oh, well, there we go.
So
yeah, didn't even get a single cannon up.
Yeah, so Angst just threw away 300 middles.
Yes. The other feature of the map is that it actually has a very small ramp for a two-player map.
Yeah, that is true.
Alright,
oh man, like
I don't know if you should be using the SCVs this early to attack the pylon.
You shouldn't, because your ally is here.
Yeah, since your allies that they can just take care of it, and Warp Gate does not finish anyway that quickly, especially from a failed cannon rush.
Yeah.
Where they're unlikely to have made a cybercore this fast.
To be fair, this is probably on the Golden League of the 2v2 side, like we saw the borders earlier.
Yeah, this is like the Gold League versus Unranked, so both players are about Gold 2v2 standards.
Yeah, like Lcyx, I think he mentioned to me on Discord that he was just here and his friend just like messing around, and I asked for replays and he said replays, so it's an objective bet. And oh good lord, like I'm watching.
Wow.
I'm watching this red tab play. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? He's not half of like there are like 5 workers like idle.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were gonna say something?
Yes. Our Protoss has gone for defensive cannons and the Stargate. So this is probably the very typical low league meme of mass void ray.
Could be. Terran has something of a build order.
211?
Before
21 CC.
Yeah, before it was before the CC, which didn't really make so much. But then again.
Okay, I was just gonna pour links across the map then.
No, but then again, this makes sense because it's a failed cannon rush, so Protoss is so far behind that Terran has to like get units in time, right? Because if Terran had gone for an expand.
Yeah, part of it, I think you can kind of just hold this with SCV repairing the depots and then having a bunker there, but.
No, the question is also whether Terran themselves actually decided to do a combined push.
Yeah.
So
our Terran supply blocked. Calls down some supplies and starts building the tank.
Yeah, that's fine. Because I mean, they pointed out on the pylon show that in every GSL, they will always call out supply as well. So it's better to like.
It's better when you can't when you're not already making a depot, or like you're very badly supply blocked and you desperately need that supply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Protoss has taken the back, but
Protoss has one void ray, and I can't tell who's the one who pinged. Oh, that's the Terran telling the Protoss to actually start attacking the links. Unfortunately, Void is just gonna wander off now, and it couldn't catch the Lynx or the Lynx if they just decided to run away. Thankfully, the Terran here has already got a nice defensive setup, so the Lynx shouldn't be able to do anything.
You mean the red Terran? Oh no, the blue Terran.
Yeah.
Okay, cause what's the answer to the Void Ray? Cause there ain't nothing.
No, are there queens? Some.
No, but Terran is screwed. There are not enough Marines.
Wow, that's 3 Marines. No, that's 4 Marines, but one's like kind of back.
Why is the Void Ray running away?
I don't understand. Someone. This feels like the Protoss is just very not confident in his own units, and rightly so. Void Rays really suck.
Yeah, but there were 3 Marines. You could have killed them, right?
3 Marines. Yeah, you can take 3 Marines.
Okay, what is the number of Marines to kill a Void Ray? Like when does the Void Ray look at X number of Marines and run away?
I think anywhere above 4 is already dangerous.
Okay, well there were 5 Marines, but only because the Void Ray, you know, took a scenic flight.
The Void Ray never decided to fight at the start, and here comes the Liberator from the. Is this the red Terran? No, this is the blue Terran.
Where's the Liberator? Did it just die?
There.
Oh, okay. Thank you. There's a lot of action on the 2v2 map, which is kind of the point. Oh, Void Ray, hello? Help!
Okay, the Void Ray here is just gonna start biting at the Queen, and the Queen is so preoccupied with the Liberator that it actually dies to a Void Ray, which is the most embarrassing thing for a Queen to die to. But here comes the 6 Marines. And the Void Ray is forced to back off, or maybe they can back into the main actually.
Okay, there's a huge Marine move out that's gonna run into the Lynx.
Oh, there's no stem, there's no
combat shield.
No.
Even if you had stem, it's a waste of time because without Medivacs, you're doing more Marines to your own forces than you are to the enemy.
Oh wow! The red Terran here is actually doing a strategic maneuver to try to corner the Void Ray, but unfortunately,
Oh, he could have got to the Void Ray, right?
Yeah, got a little too distracted.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's another Void Ray here now.
This is quite the crazy map and quite the crazy game. Both sides are floating insane amounts of minerals, so don't worry, we'll get another game after this, but we're still here, Protoss could have gotten like so many more Void Rays. Fleet Beacon Tech even. There's this much money. Here come the Liberators, here come the Marines. Are they actually gonna get this base? They might get this base any second. Now the Banes are not gonna finish, the DPS is too high. Nope, they're gonna get this base, and the red group is down a base, but that being said, they're still up a base, so it doesn't really matter. The Banelings come in and clean up everything, and the game is gonna have to go on. Oh, a very nice positioning on the siege tag. The Void Ray is actually being chased away. A stab by the red Terran. Okay, guess stab is not as useless as I had believed it'd be. Ah man, as somebody who just got coaching on what a Terran should be, this production is very painful. Like you could honestly have 3 or 4 more Raxes right now and just going ham. SCV count is fairly low. I wonder if both players were communicating, because communicating and not communicating is actually a pretty big deal. And the dynamics of 2v2 change quite a bit because you could like synergize with your ally, you can help them out, you can send minerals. I do want to potentially host a 2v2 tournament in future, but that is to be seen. I've been saying that for a long time. I do like Red's technical supply a little bit. Wait, no Medivacs? Does he have a starport? Red has no starport. Okay, I take everything I said back. Blue Terran ultimately Lcyx has a better supply, another skirmish out on the map, a nice supply depot wall. Like these are the kind of things that you need to discuss when playing 2v2. Who's got a wall? Who's gonna take which base? Which base is more strategic? Like it actually makes sense for Zerg to take the 2 bases up front because it then allows them to attack specifically on this map. Terran taking the back base makes more sense, and Protoss taking the back base here makes more sense than the Terran. Okay, we're actually going to get a macro game. A lot of Link Bane, but no further tech. Is there a lair? Okay, there is a lair. Upgrades are on the way. I would think that the strongest player so far is the Zerg, is Red Zerg. Kinoya, simply because Kinoya has the highest supply and has kind of the best macro. Even though it's floating at the same amount of minerals, would love for another macro hatch to go down. But he has taken another hatch in the corner.
No,
Sup?
Kinayo has kind of stuck on Lingbane. Do they have any other tech? They have the Spy attack, but have they made
Mutas.
any? Oh, they're starting to make Mutas now, and that should deal with the Void Race.
Yeah.
But there's the Fleet Beacon already out, so maybe our product is gonna start producing. Actually, no, they might just continue Void Ray production since the Fleet Beacon can get the Void Race Flux Veins upgrade.
Do they know about Flux Veins?
Who knows?
Yeah. Like, honestly, a lot of 2v2 games will devolve into stopping. It will literally come down to stopping the enemy Protoss from getting the Golden Armada.
Army, yeah.
Yeah,
it is
actually,
pretty dumb.
Yeah, from getting the Death Fleet. And try to get your own Protoss, if you have one, to get the Death Fleet themselves.
I'm pretty sure that's on most team games.
What the hell are these mules?
What are these mules doing?
Oh, they're gonna mine the bottom! That would have been
interesting.
clever, but the cannon is here.
Oh, there's a cannon.
And a siege tank.
And there's a tank. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. That's 3 mules wasted.
He's got the money.
Nah, it doesn't matter, yeah. These players aren't, like, itching for money right now.
They're a little bit gas-starved except for Kelevan. The Vids.
Quite surprised that the mutas still aren't here.
Yeah, where are said mutas? They're all floating in the mid.
Oh, great.
Oh, Widowmine!
Oh!
Oh, a lot of bio!
Another the split!
And
wow.
At least the wall is up.
I think that Zerg army will probably die as well. Oh, well, not before taking out the CC, but...
Okay, Phoenixes. Okay, it's actually getting Flux Veins. We have underestimated our players.
Did the Protoss scout mutas?
Yes, there's an observer there. There's been an observer there the whole time.
Oh right, I forgot. Interesting.
Okay, Protoss supply block doesn't really matter.
These mutas really need to get out on the map and start killing the Void Race. If not, they'll get into a very dangerous amount. Though now that there's so many Phoenixes out, it's also gonna be difficult to make them do anything.
Yeah, but then again, like the math changes if the Terran bio is nearby enough that the mutas can use it as a safe zone.
Yeah. Let's have a look at their upgrades for a second. The bio player has... Well, both players are playing bio. Both Terrans are playing bio, but the red Terran so far has no upgrades, only stim and combat shield. Whereas everyone else has gotten some upgrades. Our Protoss obviously has gone for the air upgrades, including
Flux Veins,
Pulse and Ion Crystals, Phoenix range.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Well, they're good against mutas, aren't they? Phoenix range. Oh, the mutas are taking.
Well, yeah, you can't do that.
Oh, the Phoenix are gonna chase them down. Can the Phoenixes win?
Is he watching? Oh no, it's out of range. Is it?
Nope, they're gonna engage.
Oh, the mutas get baited into fighting them. Oh.
Yeah, Iron Pulse Crystals.
And Iron Pulse Crystals is a very good upgrade against Phoenixes. The core issue with fighting large numbers of Mutalisks is that if they turn around and fight, more often than not, your Phoenixes are just gonna die. And Iron Pulse Crystals allows you to keep a much safer distance.
To be fair, like the mutas were pretty close to the Terran base. Maybe he was afraid of the step bio because you're not. I mean, that's the thing about playing 2v2. You're not only fighting against one race, you're fighting against the ally as well.
Yeah. But the Zergs here still isn't really contributing with anything other than the Mutalisks, which have been annoying but have proven to be actually pretty weak. Mutalisks are very, very low on HP, and even though they regenerate their HP very quickly,
if they die, it doesn't matter.
They're hard countered by the Protoss army right now, and I'm not sure there's really anything that the Zerg can do.
Well, the Zerg is getting better tech, though.
Yep. So they're looking to transition into Broodlord and probably Infestors. Though I wouldn't really expect them to control the Infestors correctly.
No, it's a good effort. Okay, here come the... Actually, these mutants could just like dive on the missile turrets, kill them,
Yeah,
He's actually
and
gonna
that's
do
what's
that.
gonna happen, but now they're gonna get cornered by all of these phoenixes. And while there's a lot of Mutalisk, this is enough phoenixes to fight all of this off. Oh, but they are getting a ton of probe kills.
Mm,
So the phoenixes will get to chasing the Mutas, but I don't know how long Protoss is gonna stay on their tail.
well, here's the thing, like, the Terran isn't here to protect them, so the Phoenix can chase them down literally forever.
Yep. And the Void Race here are now just gonna start taking care of some of the Lingbane, but the Lingbane's gonna start crashing into...
Blue Terran.
The Terran has started to... Well, I can't tell if this is an intentional... Oh no. Oh no. Oh, good starter step.
It was a good starter step, but there were a lot of Banelings.
Yeah, too many Banelings. But now that all of those Banelings died, the Zerg has no more ground army. And they're gonna replenish all of that army supply with Horroctus and Zerglings.
A weird unit composition, but yeah. By the way, the Protoss is floating 5,000 minerals.
Yes.
I
think the Protoss is kind of too engrossed in his own army composition to really macro.
Okay, we have a cool fight. My frames are dropping because there's a lot of action on screen.
Well, the Protoss is still winning this fight.
Oh yeah,
so
the Protoss is winning this fight, yeah.
Not much to worry about here, but I think the Protoss can solo this entire army.
Yeah, there's not enough on the ground that shoots up and in the sky that shoots straight. Oh, this base is dead.
The Protoss needs to actually use his he needs to actually overcharge his Void Race so that they can actually deal with the Corruptors properly.
Well, but the Terran is reinforcing now with a lot of tags. Although it's not really gonna matter because the fight's in the sky anyway. Oh, the siege is so late!
The siege! Okay, doesn't matter.
The Lynx ran away, that's why.
Yeah, there were too many Void Rays for the Lynx to really stay there. And this looks like an unstoppable army.
Yeah, it looks nigh unstoppable. PS does how much gas does? Yeah, what's his name? Vincent actually doesn't have that much gas to remax. Although if he asked from his ally, he could like remax in a heartbeat and get like a mass Corruptor flock that could hard counter this army.
Both Terran players are so far below their max supply.
Okay, here comes another fight. The Terran player is more or less soloing it. I mean, in every 2v... In all the high level 2v2s I've seen, somebody always goes Phoenix. Because they're so good, they're so mobile, they can harass both players.
And they can pick up important, valuable ground units.
Yeah, like, how do you counter like a mass Phoenix flock?
Well, here's the thing, right? How do you counter Sky Toss is what you're asking. And oftentimes in 1v1 games, I just say don't let them get there or make it as difficult for them as possible.
Yeah, I do
so
that.
You can make your own counter fleet or your own counter composition in time.
True.
Unfortunately, in 2v2, the math is a lot more fuddled, so then we dive into, say, more effective counter compositions, such as Thors, or Vipers with Parasitic Bomb, Hydralisk. All of those could work, but they need time to prep, they need to be upgraded.
That's not gonna happen, there are too many Phoenixes.
Yeah, I think the top team here just doesn't really know what to do against this mass Phoenix fleet.
The Terran is floating. Honestly, you go like mass Marine, a bit of a meme. But mass Marine, if the enemy tanks are there, you could chase away this army. But to be fair, even in 2v2, that's what we do. Like when I scout my enemy going for, oh, they're going carrier attack, okay, let's go kill him in the next minute.
I'm surprised that our Protoss hasn't decided to go for carriers though. They did run dry their entire gas bank, but they're also now expanding it all over the place.
Creston, when you have this many Phoenixes, you just have fun.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like he's got Phoenix micro.
Yeah, but
granted,
just
like they can pick up everything and kill it, but will they? Is the question. Because it doesn't seem like he's willing to lift like anything.
You gotta
not
save
these queens, not any of the drones. Oh, there we go. But only one. Okay,
two queens. Well, see, here's the thing. Like, I still don't see a counter. Okay, unless the Phoenixes like dive onto the Hydras and the thing. But all while that's happening, like Blue Terran Siege Tank quiet the moving forward. Vikings getting picked off. Like
Well, I think our Protoss has kind of completely screwed his teammate over by not picking up the siege tank here,
Now it
and
happens.
it's gonna lose a lot of Phoenixes to the Stim Marines.
Yeah, furthermore, like blue siege tanks were actually not in range of the Marines, so they've taken quite dreadful losses.
Oh dear.
That's quite
Oh
the
dear.
units. That's quite the units lost tab.
This is why we don't really see. I have a strong suspicion that the Protoss here doesn't have rapid fire hotkeys.
Nope.
Since they're not rapid firing the picking up of any units, it seems like they have to click one by one, which does make Phoenix Micro very difficult and
Okay,
makes
all
the
the
Phoenix very ineffective at fighting anything on the ground. But with rapid fire micro, I think the Phoenix can solo the ground army. It does make a very big difference. Okay. Well,
Somehow red team is still holding on, and for some reason blue team hasn't gone and smashed the expansions at the site. Even though the
I'm not sure they know. They definitely know about it, but I think they want this position.
I mean, in a lot of games, 1v1 and 2v2, you're thinking about let's just like go into the mid. Oh, these Phoenixes are taking such a bad trade though.
This really is the problem of Mass Phoenix. If your opponent assembles a completely anti-air comp on the ground,
Yeah.
then
I don't know if Blue Terran actually has enough to break through because these Hydras are eventually gonna turn on the tanks, right?
yes, but it looks like the Protoss players here actually gotten sick of his Phoenixes since he is. It seems that he wanted to throw them away on purpose so they can make carriers.
Was he maxed out? No, right. I don't know, like if the Hydras had just like moved forward and sniped out the tanks and ignore the Phoenixes, this attack is over. But he's not going after the tanks. He moved.
The Hydras are aim moving and targeting the Phoenixes.
Because the closest target on the ground, the Hydras want some glory.
Not ideal. And somehow this push is working out. That's just not really a suitable composition for any of this from the top team, even though they do have pretty much all the tech that they could need. I'm surprised that neither of the Terran players here have decided to opt for a mass battle cruiser. As the ultimate endgame army.
Yeah, that's normally one of the other options. But BCs don't beat carriers, generally speaking.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. That's Yamato cannon. Well, doesn't matter.
No, they won't win in a straight up fight. But the thing with 2v2 is that the math can be muddled because if one player goes Vikings or Raven, better still, or Corruptor, then like in 2v2, all of your engagements get a bit muddled because of that.
But at the same time, we're talking about a rather low-level game here, where I don't think they really have the micro to make those army or compositions really work. And in those cases, the ultimate endgame compositions are pretty much just carrier, battle cruiser, and corruptor brute lord.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yep. Well, if you enjoyed this game, do subscribe. We cast live every Tuesday. My co-caster's information, he has a YouTube channel, you can check that down below. What do you do on your YouTube channel, Mr. Crested?
Well, I don't upload StarCraft content. So, but I do make my own tool-assisted super plays of some bullet hell games, so you can check those out on the channel.
Alright, he's got the micro. Alright, so see you next time.